Copyright Busters! Well, hello, everybody! I'm alive! I'm not dead! At least, I think I'm not dead. Is the chat working? Is the chat working? Is the stream gonna get copyright stricken? Because I used the Ghostbusters cartoon theme. Mr. Bill Murray, please do not sue me. Let me see. Okay. Let me get this all sorted and fixed. Make sure. Are we all running? Are we all good? I don't know if the chat is working just yet. I better make sure that it is. Let's see. I will explain why I'm a bit more out of sorts than usual. But I will begin by saying, I guess to explain why, because I was actually getting, there's a lot to talk about. But if you're wondering why Mr. Milan is on a Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock doing the update as a stream rather than a big video, that's because at noon, I had just finished my lunch. I was happily getting my computer on to work on my big little update video, make sure that everything was a-okay. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, there's a funny screen I'm not used to seeing with this. And then I was greeted by, now it's saying preparing automatic repair. Uh-oh. It's a little bit worrisome right there. And then next thing I knew, everything was logged out of my PC. Like, my files and stuff are all safe. Do not worry, I did not lose anything. This was not a hard drive crash or anything. But yeah, I lost a lot of logins. So I've got to go log into a bunch of stuff again, and OBS literally went to default, so I had to get, even doing this, I had to get OBS all rigged up a little bit, so it has been a time, ladies and gentlemen, that if it's gonna be a little scuffed, if you don't see the chat right away today, it is because I've been having a time, my PC has been having a time, it's been a bit of a big old mess, so I apologize if this is not gonna be my usual professional sort of stream today. There's gonna be a lot we are unpacking today, just as a heads up. Some fun surprises, some big news I'm gonna be announcing, but this will not be my usual super professional MilanToon channel big boy birthday stream. So there's just been a lot happening, a lot going on, and I guess the first thing to start with is, hey, listen, Cold Wheels is gonna come out in February. Why is Cold Wheels not coming out in February? Because the past 2 months have been a little bit more packed than I was anticipating. And starting off from that, it's coming off the fact that 2025 was not the most smooth year, to say the least. To begin with, I didn't go into too much detail with the update video last year, mostly because I didn't want to worry you guys, and I was kind of in a hurry getting the video out, but the day after Boxing Day 2024, I ended up having to go to the emergency room because, oh, shoot. It appears now the chat's working. Okay. But, essentially, I can make sure I pronounce it. Basically, I had pilodontal surgery, which meant I had a bump right against my tailbone, which was extremely painful, and eventually got to the point that I could not sit, stand, lie down, or walk in any sort of comfort. I was in unbelievable pain all over my body, and it was lucky that day I had managed to get a doctor's appointment to get that checked out, but it was like they couldn't even numb it so that it could be taken under control carefully, so I had to go right to the emergency room, wait about 4 hours, and it took about another 2 hours to get that taken care of, and then after that, I had to go spend a few weeks getting that healed up properly. And then after that, I had to go February out of town to go find out about, like, okay, I gotta get this, like, consultation thing for the actual surgery. And then in April, I had the actual surgery. And then I don't know how it is, like, because I think it was supposed to be earlier in March, or time has become a blur in a few ways. And then all the way to, like, May, I was healing up. And so that, if you're wondering why 2025 did not have a lot of videos in it, it's because I was pretty much on recovery for most of the year one way or another. I was mentally burnt out from the last few years being a huge mess that kind of just kept building up and building up and building up. 2025, I had physically burned myself out to the point I had to actually, get certain, like, surgery and stuff. And so far this year, I will say, despite, like, this year being a mess in a lot of ways, it has not been nearly as bad as 2025. I've been doing a bit better mostly better mentally. There's been a lot going on, a lot that's been happening, and I'll get into why Cold Wheels got delayed with that. But I'm doing far better than I was mentally, physically, and especially financially last year. Like, if you want an idea of how much the last bit of 2024 sucked, I was making like $5 a day in January and like a little bit December. It was bad. It was bad for things for a while. But luckily, even though I haven't uploaded in a couple months, and it's been not like amazing, I have been doing a lot better, and it's been doing relatively okay. But it's also, I haven't uploaded in 2 months, so that's showing a little bit. And part of why I haven't been able to upload in 2 months is because I've been running around with a lot of things. I've been running around siblings and family and friends around. I've been trying to get stuff going with another project we're talking about today, which you guys can probably figure out a little bit. And I've also gotten a freelance editing gig, which is great because now I can make money editing funny videos. But because I was running around, but because of that, and also work finally kicking up a little bit again, I couldn't exactly balance everything. So it all came to a head the last week or so, and there's been a lot kind of on my mind, a lot to process, and not really as much time as I'd like to work on, funny train videos. So what happened, because what basically happened was December was busy, and I was kind of hoping like, I'll get things ready so that the team can get moving on the next episode during this particular time. So we got the set done, and then the crew can work on this through January, February, everything will work out. And that did not happen for a lot of reasons, because of, with work and then everything. And so I couldn't really get the time or energy or focus to even work on my own stuff. So there's been a lot I've been kind of trying to sort through and mentally fix with, and it's just like, so I want to apologize very, very much. I know I shouldn't have to apologize for this, but I do want to apologize for you guys having to wait so long for new continuous stuff, especially for stuff in general this year. Like, I was considering for a bit, like, oh, you know what, I'll just start putting out compilations right now, and then, that'd be okay. But the back of my mind, I was like, is my audience not going to be like, but wait a minute, what's this? Where's the new videos? Where's the brand new stuff? What's Milan up to? So it was just that little nagging head in the back of my mind, just nervous about, like, you guys being like, no, I don't want to give you low quality. So, which is a little bit of something I do have to work on a little bit this year. Because I've realized, too, beyond realizing I'm a bit of a workaholic, I'm realizing I can't be like, everything has to be the most perfect, up-to-snuff, beautiful, Richard Williams quality thing ever. I gotta accept, like, sometimes I will have to make stuff that has to, keep the grocery bill paid, so, but not, like, in a way of, like, oh, I gotta go pump out some slop and then put it on the internet and that'll be a-okay. Just, like, not everything needs to be super refined, and that is okay, as long as it is a fun project that I and my team enjoy doing. That will be what matters in the end. So, with that said, we've got a lot to unpack, obviously, with everything going on, with, Cold Wheels and then other stuff. And I apologize if the chat has been slow getting through things. If you guys can let me know if the chat has been going through before I start with a little something to make up a little bit for lost time, please let me know. I'm seeing a few things. It was as Trampy's procedure. I do not know what Trampy's procedure is, but it was in a lot of pain. It was a lot of pain I would not like to see. And the emergency room, I basically went to the hospital, to put it bluntly. I went to the hospital, had to wait for about 4 or 5 hours to get the procedure done. It was not fun, and I will say that the surgery itself, which it was a little scarier at first. It went from like, okay, I can do this, like, oh no, this is gonna be scary. It was nowhere near as bad as the day I went to the hospital for the emergency room stuff. So, and I will clarify too, I am feeling a lot better. Again, this month the year so far has been burning me out a little bit, but I am doing a lot better than I was last year. So, if I can just find out if the chat is working for you guys, I'll get the next little thing popped up, because I do have some fun stuff to share today relating to certain announcements. If anyone is here from the Discord server, you might want to start jotting down some notes. We got some fun stuff to talk about. But first, I must know if the chat is working on screen, because I'm not sure if it is. I'm hearing the pings. I'm seeing on my end the chat's working. I just want to make sure that it's working for you guys. I'm not sure if there's a delay on the preview and stuff. So, oh, hello, Steel Steam Co. Oh, yep, the chat is working. Yippee! So the chat is working. Q&A. I will say today might not be a Q&A day, but I will quickly do a little something. We'll do a quick little something. I hate to be this fella. I will, if we want a proper Q&A stream, I'm gonna put a little challenge into the stream chat really quick. Let me just check my schedule as well, because I want to make sure I'm gonna be able to commit to this without burning my bum out. Checking my work schedule like the professional I am. Okay, let me see what next week is looking like. Ooh. I'm gonna do a little stream goal for the next hour. If y'all can help with this, because it has taken a little dent on the channel, then next Friday we will do a proper fun Q&A stream. And oh, I guess the ads are working, so I will make a grand 50 cents on the ads from the stream. And hello, Jesh, welcome. And also, quick shout out to the GOAT, Jacob Hayes. This dude has been a major help while all of this has been going on, and he's got some cool stuff that I might be announcing a little bit today. Oh, and speak of the cool lad, we got a donation from Jacob. I have to see if the donation thing works on Streamlabs. Let me see. All widgets. Let me see. Okay, maybe I gotta get the. I see, because it's been so long since I've had to redo stuff for this. So if I know the sound effect is working. So I just gotta make sure. Let me make sure tips. Is it tips? Let me see, typical. Well, I'll get that figured out. This is not a stream I gotta be super crazy with. And hello, Hunter! Happy birthday! By the way, before we show the thing, happy birthday to Hunter! Hunter has been a legend! Hunter has been a legend helping out with some cool things. And there's some cool things that Hunter's helping out with that I'll be bringing up a little bit. And to begin with, let me go see. Okay, you guys better be ready. We're gonna be seeing some really cool shortly. So let me see. I'm gonna go to window capture. Ta-da! A little treat just for you guys. Let me go copy this into a new scene. I'm gonna put my little PNG tuber down here. So I will start off by saying, yes, Cold Wheels is still in production. It may not be done for this month, and we're going to try and get it done next month, but the episode is progressing, and it has been coming quite a bit of a banger, I must say. So for production status, for anyone curious, we did have a good chunk of the first half of the episode started and worked on. So the team, like, this is an episode that we're doing with multiple people, so it won't be just, like, one or two people like what we did for Mind the Mine or Surprise for Livy. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much for the support for those two episodes last year. So this one we are actually splitting up the work a little bit. There's a It's like a little funny clip I can pull up really quick. Let me see if I can get it really quick. Media source. And you'll find out what this location is. So the theme, I will say, going right off the bat, the theme of this year is this funny little clip.
We need to split the work.
So yeah, that is the vibe of this year. This year's not going to be me burning my ass out on doing a single video or episode all on my own. We're going to be getting some from multiple people. So we're going to get stuff. We've actually got some Timbits that I'm going to be cleaning up for the next couple of weeks. So that Hunter and a couple other trainee animators have done. So if there's not a big episode next month, you'll be getting a lot of fun little goodies this month. But for Cold Wheels, luckily I have just started a little bit again on my first of hopefully a couple little bits for the episode. So this is for part of the first act, and this is your reveal of one of the reasons the episode took a little while to get ready. Welcome, my friends, to the town of Denverville. If you guys remember, this was going to be a location in the original early stuff of, like, Season 1. So this is nowhere close, well, not quite close. There's a little bit of the original Denverville in this quarry over here. We're going to be decorating a bit. But this is indeed a location we have shown in the past, and we're finally actually getting some proper stuff with. So this is one of the main settings for Cold Wheels. And this scene I'm animating is actually the introduction scene for the town. So Denverville is kind of like a quaint little town on the end of Greendale Rockets branch line. So we've got like a little neighborhood, little clock tower over there. And there's also a little footbridge. And we've also got... Oh, he's not going to be in the episode, as of right now at least. But this is also where Azul lives with Greendale Rockets. So they've got their own little sheds. And then a spare shed in case, you know, the carriages or the engines or anyone else visiting needs it. So it's just a fun little spot here, and I'm going to be showing just a nugget of the episode. This is going to be some very, very unfinished animation, but I'm hoping to get a sneak peek at least out within the next week or two, if I can. So that way you guys have a little something to gnaw on while we get the episode animated, and we get some music started, and all of that cool stuff. So, let me quickly show you what I've done so far for this, and like a little nugget of this. So here you're gonna be seeing a couple of fun character reveals too. So here we go, and hopefully YouTube won't copyright me for the score I'm gonna be using. So here it goes.
Hey, top of the morning, you two.
Morning, Kronk. Oh, what's that lovely smell?
So just a tiny nugget for you guys to gnaw over, but yes, we have a few new friends joining the team. Well, you've seen him as a cameo, but we have Kronk joining the team as we previewed at during the end of MilanToon the Halls last year. We have Ajay joining the team from Postman Pat, and we've got a few fun residents in Denverville. So we got the interior of Denverville, not quite fully furnished yet, but lots of neat little things. I won't show the whole station just yet because I want to have some surprises for you guys, but it's felt, after just kind of running around with a lot of other projects and kind of having the gears kind of be a bit rusty, it's felt so nice to get back onto the animation grind again and trying, you know, doing some fun little stuff. Like I was trying to do at least a bit of the human, like at least take charge a little bit of the human animation for the episodes, and just doing like little stuff like this is just like, you know, like his little lamp wave, just like I was like really happy with how this came out. So we've also got GR is like, she's not quite fully done the little adjustments we've made for her. Like obviously this little face was a little bit on the hurried side, but it has been a very fun episode to work on. The team has been knocking out some really cool animation, like the sneak peek you guys saw on the MilanToon the Halls stream. That was animated by Tipper Top Hat. And then we had Toonie and Hunter also contribute to helping out with the episode. And there's more coming from them, hopefully soon. We're kind of getting everybody back on track since we've all been kind of busy. And obviously I haven't had the time to finish the set fully up until now. So lots of fun stuff brewing for Cold Wheels. We're hoping maybe it'll come out for March. But if not March, if it's a situation where it's going to be in May again, we're going to do ourselves a fun little bonanza for that. So I'm going to see, so that's not the only big thing for that month. And on the topic of new stuff, let me see if I can find... Let me see if I actually have this on file. I've also got another fun announcement I can reveal. If I can just dig it up, it's going to take a second. If I can find it somewhere. Did I have this somewhere? Okay, I might not have this just yet. Let me see if I can just get it. This may take a moment, folks. I apologize in advance. Let me just go dig it up from the archive. This is going to take a little bit of a moment. I apologize for the wait. Let me see if I can actually pop this up really quick into the stream. Oh, nope. Photoshop is acting up because I am streaming. I had this somewhere. It's real. Police standby hours at the moment. Will this work? Aha! It works. It takes Photoshop files. I am proud to announce, hopefully by Easter, we're gonna try and get this released by Easter. We have a new DVD officially in the works. Machine Misadventures is gonna be Volume 2 of Season 2 of Crotunia on DVD. So we're gonna have a lot of fun little nuggets made for this one, which also I could have just like slapped the episodes, a few things, and then done away with that, but I did not want to do that for you guys. We got some fun stuff for this. Included on one of the things actually we have on this prototype cover is Turntable Turvy, which is a new short that was written and mostly voice acted by me, and a little bit set up by me, but mostly animated by our buddy, the Tooned Loon. So that's going to be releasing onto DVD first, along with some stuff that will be exclusive to the DVD. So lots to enjoy there. Hopefully we'll get this out by Easter if all goes well. And alongside that, we've also got another little big announcement. This one will be in very limited quantities for reasons that are obvious. If you know history, you'll know why this is probably going to be a week-long release. But as part of our 10th anniversary celebrations, we are going to be doing a Season 1 DVD box set. So you're going to get all of Season 1 and then some fun goodies on home video for the very first time. So you'll get episodes like many of the Railside Tales from Tales of the Docks and stuff that never released. And then Meg's Headliner is also going to make its DVD debut. And I'm going to see if I can dig up some stuff from the archives to make this a little bit juicier. So lots of fun stuff to enjoy coming this year from Crotunia. And then some, such as Meet the Crotunians shorts. We've got quite a few. So we've got a couple of major things announced with those. So I would like to, it's kind of funny timing that for the big year that we had, the big 10th anniversary of the Crotunians, we didn't exactly have one at the ready, but that time will be made up very well because we have a lot in the works at the moment. So let me see if I can find couple of things from the archives. If I can just dig this up. Just a couple of things, because we've got... we have a few Meet the Crotunians currently in the works, mostly thanks to our lovely executive producer patrons. One of which I can announce is... Let me see if I actually have a picture of her on file. Do I have a picture of this character at the ready that I can show to my lovely audience here? I'm going to have to go bring her into the program because I do not at the moment, so we're going to have a friend joining the set right here because I do not have a promo for this character just yet. But you can thank Jacob Hayes for this one because one of the things that we are currently finishing up the script for, that I'm actually co-writing with him, is a short about... Nia! So Nia and a special new friend are going to be featuring in a very fun short that we've been penning together. It's been a really fun one. I'm looking forward to getting that one released. And then we've also got a few other friends. So there's two shorts that I'm very excited to announce that I've been developing for a bit. If I can just find it. See, so I will say this one does not have a script yet, but this is going to be for the 20th short that we are producing for Meet the Cartoonians. I wanted to make sure that this one would be kind of a fun little one to bring it right back to the beginning with. So if I can just get it from out here, make sure there's not going to be anything wacky. Who could it be? It is Miss Ciela. She's going to get a Meet the Cartoonians for a short 20. We haven't seen her for a while, huh? Some of you probably forgot, like, oh yeah, she was the controller of this railway and this particular line. The next one that I've also been penning, this one is actually one I've been co-writing with another friend of mine. This one I have been very excited to reveal for a little bit. Let me go find it. Paste it in. This will be a more overt teaser for this one than compared to some of the other stuff, because this one we actually do have a little bit of production material at the ready for. We got a short all about Meg. I'm not going to show you all the concept art here, but it's a very, very fun short that me and my friend Avita have penned. And it's gonna be very wacky, gonna be very silly, a little bit sweet. Lots of fun stuff with this one. And there's a few other friends that, thanks to many of our executive produced patrons, you shall be seeing again soon. I'll bring up another one into MMD so you can see. This one is another one that hasn't been scripted yet, but we have a base story idea to work off of. We have a short about Georgia. So Georgia has a short coming up. It's going to be a very fun one to animate. Might even be timely with a certain anniversary next year. And then we've also got, let me go pull up who else. Ah, this one's going to be, do I have the, oh yes, this warning, this face is going to be very much changed. This short's going to be a twofer. So we have another short that this one is scripted and pretty much ready to record. We have a short about not just Cardian, an old OC from back in the day. But we also have my very first engine model I ever built that got some focus last year, thanks to a stream series, which will be coming back this year, thanks to how well it did. So we have a short about Cardian and Streamer, scripted, ready to go, ready to record. So you'll be seeing these two record. These might actually be this might be one of the first shorts we released this year, even. And let me go double check our list, because we have so many characters we're going to be featuring. There's one more I will reveal for now. Actually, there are a couple, mostly because I don't want to reveal every single one, and it's a lot of lists to go through at the moment, but there's one other character I will quickly reveal for you guys right now. If I can just get his model out. So the last reveal that I will do for now for new characters joining the Meet the Cartoonians lineage is we have a short all about the brave engineer's loco himself, Johnny. So we have a Johnny short coming out this year as well. That one is also one that needs to be scripted but has a base story at the ready. You get to see this wacky little fella running around very soon. So there's a few other things with Cartoonia that we're working on for this year. There's some music videos, there's some shorts, there's some Timbits, a lot of fun stuff, but I wanted to reveal a lot of the biggest things right now because I want to make sure for this year, because especially since it's the 10th anniversary celebration for Cartoonia, continuing on from last year, I wanted to make sure that this was going to be if everything goes well, you know how things can be, I wanted to make sure that this year ends up being a fun, wacky little year for you guys to enjoy, with fun shorts, even if it's going to be a little bit of a wait, because what we're probably going to do after we get Cold Wheels done, because we're already working on getting things started for episode 10, which will be our mid-season, I'm going to be switching on to the model of just getting stuff done in advance and just holding off announcing release dates until we are ready. I know that's not going to be the greatest with you guys, but I wanted to make sure that for the series going forward, that I want to make sure that you guys aren't going to be, like, kind of what happened with Cold Wheels and with Smash 50, where it's just like, we announce a date, we're confident in it, and then things fall by the wayside, and you guys are going to be left waiting to be like, where's Cold Wheels? What's going on? Where's Cartoonia gone? Are you coming back with the milk? So, that's probably going to be our model, but also with that, I also want to announce a couple other little things. Some stuff that I've been a little excited to reveal before we move on to other MilanToon channel stuff. So, alongside all this crazy stuff, there's been some other plans in the works. A major plan I will not be sharing until much, much later. But I guess you could say this is the first keystone for this plan. As you all know, about 10 years ago, we did a little something, you know, a little something that kicked off the series, you know, something called, you know, like a little double-length special. And for a while, I have wanted to do another one. The reason that did not work out is because a lot of things ended up happening, obviously. The special we were going to make next didn't happen because we had episodes before it, and also, when I did eventually look back on it, it was not exactly the best script, in all honesty. It was a very rough script to go back on a little bit. So it's kind of like, I'm gonna go put this into the corner for now. Maybe we'll come back to it eventually. But doing another special has been on the mind for a while, and I debated kind of the direction we were gonna go with it. But there was one story I've gone back to a little bit, and I was even nervous about announcing this, because I'm like, I want to make sure that we're going to be ready, but considering we have 2 pretty big collaborative episodes, and then a bunch of shorts and music videos that'll give all of our trainee animators a chance to work on stuff, and you know, I might even just do it where it's like, I'll hand off an idea, and they just kind of do it on their own. That might be a thing I look at, because I'm realizing with that kind of stuff, I think we might be ready to kind of start making preparations for another special. This one will not have a release date. I will immediately say this is not a confirmed release thing, or we're not going to be making it for a specific time. Like, it's not even going to be like, okay, we're going to be pausing at the mid-season and just do stuff, because I do want to make a few more episodes before we produce this. So it'll be kind of like a mid-season in the second half of the season, potentially. But it's a project I've been gnawing at a little bit and slowly starting to revise and kind of go through with people to see if it's worth doing. So, I am very glad to announce that as part of Season 2B, we are going to be producing another special. And that special is entitled, Where's Emma? This was originally going to be Special 3 from Season 1, and I've been going back to it a little bit. This is going to be a much more ambitious special compared to Tilly to the Rescue. Let me put it this way. Tilly to the Rescue was our grand day out. This is going to be like going up to the wrong trousers. It's a project that I've been really having fun going back to and kind of circling with people again. This was something that I revised with Michelle back in the day, back when she was on the team, back when she was in the fandom. I've been going through with friends like Tip and Sooty a bit. So, lots of really, really cool stuff that's planned with this one. But that's all I'm going to tell you. So, that's your little nugget. That's your that's your first big announcement, because we got another big announcement to reveal later. So, to go shift gears a little bit. Oh, better turn this off. So to shift gears a little bit, I have a little preview from our other biggest project on the channel. If I can just go dig it up and let you guys enjoy it. So I'm gonna show you actually, let me see if I'm gonna go get VLC up for this one. This one has some stuff I can't quite reveal just yet. Let me go to my files, then get VLC playing. Hopefully it will stream properly. Because again, the thing with my PC at the moment is because everything's all out of sorts, I gotta go dig into my disks to find all my files. So, where was it? Aha! So, what you're about to see is another little sneak peek. Let me go pull it up really quick. So I'm going to pull up another one. I'm going to rename this one. I'm going to duplicate it. Listen, I'd love to get back to making I'd love to get back to working on Cold Wheels after the stream, but I've got other things to do. I've got dinner to make. I've actually got to go to the town over to help out set up a train show after. So that's part of why Cold Wheels has been taking a while. I've been a busy little boy. So let me go pull this up. There we go. So here we go. So here is a little sneak peek of episode 1 of Ready to Play Adventures, and we'll be talking about a little bit what's going on with that afterwards. There is going to be some nuggets of temporary stuff here. We are missing some character lines, but this is as much of an edited scene as I can get with the first episode so far. So enjoy this little nugget of a sneak peek. Thomas is a tank engine who lives and works on the island of Sodor. This cheeky little engine's known to everyone by his 6 small wheels, his short stumpy funnel, his short stumpy boiler, and his short stumpy dome. He has 2 coaches named Annie and Clarabelle who help him run a branch line up through cozy country towns to a busy quarry at the end of the line. One day, he was puffing along heading back home. He'd been working hard all morning delivering passengers to each station on the line. Thomas loved his job, and most of all, enjoyed working in the company of his friends. Temporary. Soon he arrived back at the big station where engines were working hard, moving freight and passengers in and out of town. Otis, the excursion engine, was dropping off passengers. That's a nugget for now. That's all I can give you guys. So that's it. That's your nugget for there. But yeah, Ready to Play Adventures has been definitely a busy bee, to say the least. Let me get this back up here. Whee! There's been a lot of fun stuff that me and Coulson have been up to, especially Coulson. A chunk of that so far has been actually a little bit that was actually directed by Coulson. Coulson directed the short stumpy funnel section up to Annie Clarabelle and them leaving Farquhar, and then the crossing track there with the level junction, I think they called, with Penny. That was another scene that was filmed by Coulson. So Coulson's actually just finished up filming another set today. There is some really, really fun stuff cooking up with Ready to Play. It's gonna be a little while yet, but part of that is because we are working on some very cool things, and and it will be very much worth it. For example, let me go pull up another little reveal. One of them, from the beginning of Ready to Play, one of the things that we really struggled with figuring out was how to build certain locales, like Knapford Station, for example. Let me fix this. I gotta find a thing where it's like, if it's automatically like fit it into place, so it's not just like a giant. So this was one of the earliest designs that we did for Knapford Station back when we were starting to plan out a lot more formally for the series. So we were kind of like, okay, we might not be able to do the round roofs and stuff, but like, here's something, try and figure out stuff. And we went through so many different revisions over the years, over the last couple of years, trying to figure this out. Let me see if I can find the last version we ended up doing for a revision. So it was kind of like we weren't quite sure how Knapford was going to end up looking. Well, I'm very excited to reveal it's still a work in progress. It's going to be another week or 2 before we can film it. But I can very, very, very happily reveal we are getting really close. So this is a little bit of a tease of Knapford. We've got another quad set of canopies to get glued together to make it a little bit longer. And we've got the station building to work on. But this is your first little tease of Ready to Play Knapford right here. And when I say it's going to be so fun filming this set, no matter what kind of frustrations we end up going through, I am excited to get filming on here. And there's there's a lot of different, let me see, I'll bring up, just for you guys, I'll bring up a few more funny little teasers. There's just been so much stuff we've been filming for Ready to Play the last few months, and especially the last few months especially. It's just and the response from the Cranky Day, the sneak peek episode we had on the 10 Years of Crotunia Marathon, it's been incredibly encouraging to see everybody's enthusiasm and excitement for the series, especially because we've been enthusiastic and excited for the series ourselves. I'll go pull up a few little preview pictures. So our plan for release for season 1, we're currently aiming to get the season filmed and the rest of the season filmed within the next couple of months. And our plan right now is to finish the first 2 to 4 episodes. We've got Cranky Day done. We're hoping to get those done with it, but at least the first 2 out by this month or next month. And we have and good thing someone asked about PrimeTime, because we're going to be doing our first big PrimeTime around that. And we've got when I say we've got some really fun stuff brewing, I mean it. And I sadly cannot reveal much more because it's I can't even, I don't want to spoil the surprise for you guys. I'll show off a few little things. So this is Thomas and Bertie at Farquhar Station. This is the Farquhar Station yard. We've got a few different friends coming along for the ride here. See if I can find another picture from... I'll rearrange it a little bit, just because I think it's... See, date modify. That's what I want. That's what I want. So we saw, as you guys saw in the sneak peek there, we filmed this really fun little crossing track here. So this is Knapford Yards Crossing. So this is a fun little thing we shot a bunch of B-roll on. And then, oh boy, there's just so many things I could share from here. And then this is a location you guys saw also from the MilanToon the Hall stream this year. This is a look at, let me see, which one's a good one? Oh, this one, let me see. Oh, here's a good one. This is a look at Vickerstown Goods Yard. This is where Carl works. He's one of our fun little OC characters. And then, ooh, this one I don't think I've revealed just yet. So here's a little look at Vickerstown Station. This is your look at Vickerstown Station proper. And this one you saw preview. This one was previewed in the Down by the Docks video, but this is Tidmouth Harbor right here. This was something we ended up only shooting for a brief time, but is now something we really want to use more once we film season 2. So there's just so much stuff from Ready to Play I want to share, but alas, I can't just yet because I can't spoil too much. But season 1, despite some issues along the way, some inevitable teething troubles, it's been a lot of fun getting this season filmed and doing a lot of fun stuff with it. And so much so that with a few different things that have been going on and with some plans that we started making, I am very excited to reveal that we are already beginning to make some preparation work on a season 2. And I don't want to say any more than that because I'm telling you, well, season 1's really fun, but season 2 we're going to go a little bit crazy. So look forward to season 1 of Ready to Play Adventures kicking off sometime this spring with a few episodes to start sometime in March or April or May, whenever we decide to release them. And then the rest of the episodes rolled out throughout the rest of the year. And next up, because I know somebody brought that up, let's go talk about another little thing that I know people have been curious about for a while. Where did I put it? I put it around here somewhere. Some of you guys were asking about MilanToon PrimeTime. What's planned for that this year? Well, we are going to be doing some very fun stuff with PrimeTime this year. As we just announced, we're going to be doing a big Ready to Play PrimeTime to kick things off. We got some very fun stuff lined up for that. We're also going to be doing some smaller stuff throughout the year I've been kind of debating about. I've kind of mentioned in the past with some of the PrimeTime gang about maybe doing something smaller scale in between some of the busier seasons, so that way whenever we don't have a PrimeTime, there's a little something there. So we're kind of figuring out the format. I'd like to do something like a weekly summer block where it's just like 1 hour to like maybe a 90 to 120 minutes of like, you know, something organized a bit more like a summer vacation block or something like kids networks would do. So sometimes a bit more low key, not like necessarily like everything needs to be a big premiere, but just showcasing me and my friends' work a little bit. Like, I had a lot of fun with doing 10 years of Crotoonia last year, and that was kind of like a reminder of like, hey, I don't need to do everything like a big, crazy, you know, like everybody's got to be here. I can also show off some of my older stuff too, because I forget sometimes there's like, wow, some people know of the older things I did, so yeah, so PrimeTime is coming back, and it's coming back a little bit stronger this year, so hang tight for that. Some cool goodies for that. I'm trying to think what to bring up next. Oh yeah, there's that wacky little series I have called Milan's Ramblings, and there's a few things going on with Ramblings this year. And I've actually got a couple of sneak peeks to show. So I'm gonna go get VLC once again, because I'm gonna be showing. Bring back the PNG tuber down here, because I've been working. I haven't fully recorded this yet, but there's a video that like this was something I had always lined up for after I was gonna get the update video done. But now that the update video is this, well, it's going to be just a wee bit, just a tiny bit easier. Just a little bit easier. If I can just find where I left this file. It's going to take a second. I apologize if there's going to be a brief wait. Because this was recorded as far back as January. Here's a little sneaky peeky of this video. I think after this weekend, once I get, like, some stuff out of the way, because I'm going to be busy this weekend, this is going to be probably the first actual video of the year beyond maybe a compilation or something, because I've been wanting to do this video. I've been wanting to talk more about this video for a while. Someone's saying a funny little Dropbox thing about the new Thomas reboot. This isn't the real thing. Some these fandoms are making real big jokes. Oh my god, it's real? This is not a joke! So yeah, I'm doing a video about the reboot. I am definitely the first person on YouTube ever in the Thomas fandom to talk about the big funny new reboot coming out. So that'll be hopefully out and hopefully the next week or so. Oh, and I've also got some other stuff I'm going to be revealing too, because that'll be the first of a few different projects for Ramblings this year. I've got a couple of specials for this channel and also the new channel I've been trying to get moving for the last little bit, and with that, and there's actually a video that was gonna be the first major thing, but now with some new information, that's not gonna be coming out till October or November. But I can also reveal a clip from that. This is a clip I've shared around a bit. So this is gonna be for my more adult-oriented Milan's Ramblings channel. Not like super adult, but like you're not gonna see talking trains on that neck of the woods as often. So this is gonna be this right here is an extended sneak peek of the first major project that I've started doing for the new channel, but will probably be like the second or third project I release. So here goes a video about a comic that I'm definitely sure you've never heard of in your life. It turns out the whole act of Wrath was just a big ol' accident, and she didn't really mean to kill those people. She was really scared. Oh, we're going down this road, huh? Oh, but she saw us at Wrathful Side. They're probably going to do something cool with that. Oh, apparently there's some shit about, like, apparently that there's fertility goddesses, and Persephone might be one, and apparently they're, like, super batteries for the whole lineage that Oranos and Kronos and Zeus came from, and what, huh? Oh, now they're just speedrunning a whole bunch of myths at once. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Apollo and Artemis' mom, who also was a Titan, shows up, and she's trying to get back into Olympian society through Apollo. Can we slow down a little bit? Oh, I guess Grandpappy Kronos is getting power back, and he's making real trouble around Olympus. Oh, okay. Apparently, I guess Apollo and Aramis are all right. Let's continue. Oh, the Raptor just said Sleeping Beauty gift from Ares, the goddess of Discord. Been some planes and death. There's a tree. Not the bees. Not the bees. So yeah, so it's not gonna be squeaky clean over there. So that's going to be coming out in November. It's a very fun video. I've been nibbling at a little bit. And yeah, that's like for Rambling stuff, it's just kind of like with that one, it's just kind of like we're organizing a bunch of stuff because Ramblings has been a lot kind of a weird series to navigate around, figuring out what I'm going to be doing with that series going forward. Last year helped a little bit with a few things, so we'll see how things are going with Ramblings this year. And I forgot to mention, there's a few other things coming up too. like, oh man, there's some stuff I want to talk about, but I can't just yet. But my buddy Jesh has also written a couple of funny shorts and potentially an episode for Crotunia. I can't fully say what they are, mostly because I want to say it, but I don't want to spoil it too much. And there's also lots of stuff I've got to get to. For example, the Chuggington toy review finale. I've been trying to work on that one, but that one, that one's been making me feel real big sad. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a mildly depressing getting the file open and being like, okay, time to get to work, and then Chuggington's kind of dead at the moment. Yay! So there's a lot we are cooking at the moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have neglected to mention. Oh yeah, live streaming. Okay, and for people that are angry that hey, why are my questions being answered? I am trying my best. I've gotta get information unloaded to y'all because I've been out of action for 2 months, and also make sure that you guys are not being ignored. But again, I will do a stream on Friday if we can hit that little goal. We got 20 minutes left for that goal if we want to do a Q&A stream on Friday night. So it's just like, so please keep patient. I don't know, because I can't see questions immediately because I'm trying to get a lot out of here. So, and yes, there is another certain toy ramblings as well. I'm dreading it. I have been hating the fact that I've got a 2 of ramblings on it, but. Let me see. Okay, let me see what questions I'm missing, because I'm just like, I can only do so much. I will say, streaming you will be able to see more of this year, especially with the Timbit stream. I will be honest, that Timbit stream helped me out of a huge jam that I ended up in last year, thanks to my car having some tires that were not Pennsylvania ready. So... and that was also just a fun time, too. It was fun collaborating with y'all, and it also helped the channel a lot during that time. So we are going to be doing more of those Timbit streams, hopefully bi-monthly, if everything works out. I'd like to try and do one next month in lieu of an episode if it ends up being like Cold Wheels might not be ready in time. And also, I want to say, too, if you are a member or a patron, stay tuned, because in the next week or two... we're going to be doing something I've wanted to do for a while. We're going to be doing some fun YouTube member and Patreon patron streams, so stay tuned for that. Oh, and for the one person that asked, yes, there is an All Engines Go review video still in development. It has changed very much from what I originally planned, but I am going to be working on that hopefully in the next... hopefully we'll start working on that next month if everything gets laid out in time. I have a very fun idea. It's not gonna be exactly what I planned initially, but it's gonna be pretty fun what we got planned for that. Let me see what's going on. Luke Campbell, with utmost respect, I'm trying to find your question, but there's a lot of people in chat. You gotta keep in mind there's a lot of people trying to get there. There's a lot of people trying to talk, so. I can't quite see the question. Let me try and see what everybody has been saying. Blah, blah. I'm turning to Hank Hill. I'll tell you what. Oh, also, before I forget too, we're also going to be doing the Great Festival Adventure stream. I OGI's that one as well. So that one's going to be taken care of soon. Whether or not I will take care of the other. When I'll be taking care of the other ones, I'll have to see about that one. And if you're asking, happy Pokemon Day to those who celebrate, but I do not know much about Pokemon. I apologize. So I can't see what your question was, LJ and Luke. So if you do want to share, you're welcome to. When's Hank Hill gonna appear in Crotunia? Well, he sells some pretty fun propane and propane accessories to Elias, the little rescue boat, that Norwegian little fella. He may be a funny-looking fella, but he does a good rescue. He helps bring the mustache wax to that lighthouse. I'll tell you what. And to those who are asking, Was there an even older version of Cold Wheels? What you saw, beyond maybe some lines recorded and 1 or 2 scenes, was all that was ever done for it. It did not have a formal script, because at the time I announced that, I did not know how to script an actual episode, which is a massive sign of how much we've grown since then. Let me just quickly check some stuff. I'm getting a lot of notifications on a few spots. Wow. If you're asking for a chance to be on Cartoonia, well, I gotta figure out how that would go. But let me see. There's a few other big things I do want to announce too. I will say also for Primetime, stay tuned once that gets announced, because I've had a few people asking me, are we going to do a contest like we did back in a few years ago? Stay tuned is all I will say. And also, I will say in advance, please do not use the chat to spam ask about characters that are gonna show up. Please don't. Please don't. This is not the place, nor the time. Let me just see around. Just waiting for the question to come through. But partially because I'm gonna be making a bit of a big announcement. So, relating to the special, I guess this is like the last major thing I have on my mind, unless I've forgotten anything. With the last little bit, there's been some things I've been... With developing Where's Emma, there's also been a few other projects I have been eyeballing a little bit for Cartoonia. The projects I've been like, will I do it? Won't I do it? I'm not quite sure yet. And this has been something I've really hesitated putting on a goal for, because it's like, oh boy, should I even put the audience to this challenge, especially since I'm doing this live? But you know what? I can do a community post formally announcing this tomorrow. I've got a little challenge for you guys. We are at 81.3k subscribers, which is a point that I did not expect to hit 80,000 subscribers at the start of the year, let alone at all. I did not know my channel was ever going to hit this kind of high. But it's also gotten me thinking about stuff with the future, and Where's Emma was one of those things relating to the future. But relating to Where's Emma, it's also gotten me thinking about an idea I've had on the back of my head for a long, long time. I'm not going to announce it here, because I don't want to get hopes up too far ahead, or anything like that. But this is like the biggest thing I would do, theoretically, for the series. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of making, and it's one of those things where it's like, I think if we were to do it, I have to work myself up. But also, I want to make sure that there is the demand to see something through to get us to that point. So spread this to your friends. Spread this to the Discord if anyone's in the Discord. Big old challenge coming in. Because I would like to cut you guys a little bit of a deal. If we can get the channel to 100,000 by the end of the year, or sooner, then I would like to begin development on a 40 to 50 minute long Railways of Cartoonia TV movie special. I'm not joking. I'm not playing around. This is not something I'm pulling out of my bum just to say something for the goal. This is a project, this is part of a thing I've been secretly developing for a while with select members of my crew. And I'm getting close to saying, if things go well with the next batch of episodes and the special with Where's Emma, we could be potentially ready to start making some gradual steps to rock and rollin'. There has been an idea that I was considering for another major thing that I've realized could work really well for this, and I would really like to make it happen. But first, you guys have to prove this is going to be worthwhile. I'll be making a formal post tomorrow announcing this to everybody, so that anyone's missed the stream or missed the news, they can share it here. If you're on the Discord, you can say it loud and proud. But yeah, if we hit 100k by the end of the year, or even sooner, I will start development on a whole Cartoonia TV movie special. 40 to 50 minutes. Big ol' story. That's my goal. That's the goal I got. I want to say more, but I don't want to hype. I'm already hyping you guys up enough. I don't want to overhype. I've got all these projects to take care of first. So, we're at 81.3K. I think we can hit 100K by the end of the year. But it's all up to you guys. If you guys want to see us do this, you got to do that. And if we don't hit it, it'll just take a little while to get done. Just depends on how far the totem pole is going to be in terms of development, basically. Because if we can, I would be willing to set aside some of the episodes after we get some of the ones we scripted done and over with afterwards. But Jesh, I must take over the channel to make the Greek Cartoonian Bake Off. You know what? Let's do another thing. If we get to 90K, if we can get to 90K, if we can get to that first step by June, then I'm putting Jesh in charge of the Great Crotonian Bake Off. That's all. So yeah, 90K, we'll do a Great Crotonian Bake Off short or episode. 100K, we'll start development on a Crotonia 1-hour movie special. And that's not even my biggest plan for the series. That's like, again, it's just like, there's more I could say, but alas, I cannot. It's up to you guys now. And if I'm looking for your Monster High question. I don't think I've seen the question about Monster High. I don't think we'll include it in Crotonia. But I do appreciate it. So yeah, I'm curious how the Discord is gonna go with all this, but yeah, I think I've pretty well covered every major update that I have for the channel at the moment. So I guess the next step is to do some shameless plugging. So first and foremost, if you'd like to use some funny little emojis like these, then please consider, once I get a little thing up, please consider becoming a YouTube member. It's only about about $5 a month we have it as. And it goes, that little bit goes a long way, especially on a month, like stuff like the last couple of months where we haven't really been able to work on stuff. So if you'd like to join in and be a funny little YouTube member, let me see if I can go. Here we go. We've got a few exclusive things, and again, we're going to be doing a live stream for our members pretty soon, if everything works out. Helps keep grocery runs on the bill. It helps pay for folks like Wisteria Per Studios, who is scoring the next episode, and other people that help out as well. And also keeps bread on the table for me, so I can. And the more we can kind of work up to that, the more I can kind of put time into working on the series and not having to overwork myself with other stuff. And on that note, too, we also have our Patreon as an alternative. If you want to give a little bit more, we've got some very fun stuff over there, some very fun tiers. Like, for example, let me explain, for example, we got some stuff in the shop you can purchase. And then we've got all sorts of options, like you can just donate $1 and get some cool behind the scenes, and thank you. We have our $5 goal. Whoa! We have a subscriber. Thank you, Moises G. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. Thank you very much for being a subscriber, for joining a subscriber. We also have $5 patrons. They are the private engines, so they're going to be the ones getting access to new videos before they release. And we have the Shout Out Local, where you can get access to models from the series. And then we also have a $50 goal, or Patreon thing, where you can commission, where if you've wanted to have a Crotonia Timbit with characters we have existing, if it's characters that we don't have in the series yet, that has to be taken through with us first. And if we can't figure out that character, we'll figure out an alternative. But you can do a Timbit with, like, let's say if you wanted Ariel and 10 cents to go fishing. Well, I don't know how that would look. But if you want to go fishing with 10 cents and Ariel, or they're just hanging out with Flounder, you can just pop 50 over to the Patreon, and there it is. And for $200 a month, we have the executive producers, where you can get and that's how we've got a lot of Meet the Crotonians at the ready, kind of being in the development, because people have been kind enough to go donate into that and to go pitch their ideas, and we work out something with them. So if any of those sound cool, if you want to get your own Crotonia movie made, not Crotonia movie, Crotonia short or episode or like mini-so done, those options are right over there. And to LJ and Thomas, if you can send your question again, I did not get to see it early because, again, we've had a few people spamming in the chat. So if you can send that question again, and then I can try and answer it before I go. But I'm trying to think if there's any other closing remarks I can do before we start wrapping up. Apart from, obviously, just to everybody who's watching this and who's been supporting, thank you again for everything. It's been a couple of years, to say the least, but the support you guys have been giving from whether a few videos we've released, or just like helping to donate on the Patreon, or as a YouTube member, or just being there, sticking around, supporting the series, it is very much appreciated. So, once LJ and Thomas get their thing in, that'll be probably it for me for today. But you guys know the drill. Let's get to 90K and especially 100K. If we get to 90K, Jesh will be in charge of writing the Great Crotunian Bake Off. And if we get to 100K, we are going to be getting the Crotunia 40 to 50 minute long mini movie special. And who knows, if it does well, could eventually go to better things. I know. Yo, can you be on Crotunia with Thomas and Percy? I know. Well, there is the Patreon. If there is the Patreon. You know, we can negotiate something. If you do want to be on Crotunia that badly, we'll figure something out. So go to the Patreon, check out those tiers. We can even if it's like a little private thing, like that Arthur video or Barney video, where it's like, "Hi, Franklin," where it's just like, put the face in. We'll figure out something. And if we can't get a Livy plush, we can at least get a Crotunia movie. I would like to still do a Livy plush. If we can figure something out, we'll see. But with that, I think that's pretty well it. Thank you to everybody that has been tuning in. If anyone hears from the Discord, go spread the big crazy news. And I'm gonna go get ready to go get stuff for dinner done up, and then figure out some stuff for the weekend, and then hopefully get some stuff moving for Cold Wheels as the week goes on. So, thank you guys again. Have yourself, and also get my computer back in sorts. Oh Lord, my computer is such a mess. Thank you again, everybody. Have a good day, or a good night, depending on which corner of the world you're in. And we'll see you soon for whether it's a compilation, or a Ramblings, or a Great Festival Adventure stream. It'll be on the way soon. See you around, guys. Goodbye. Bye-bye.